Okay, good morning. Today we'll talk about chapter 21, collection and organization of data. And in this chapter we'll talk about mean, median and mode values. First we'll see what the data is. So any information is called a data. So any information is actually called a data. Whatever you talk, whatever the things we see every day, they are all part of the data. Now in this chapter we'll talk about numerical data. So data, a collection of numerical figures giving some particular type of information is called a data. As you can see in the figure, these are all datas. First example shows heights are given in centimeter of 11 players. So this is a numerical form of numerical data. Another, marks obtained by 10 students in a class test out of 50. These are the type of numerical data. Next one is raw data. Data obtained in original form is called raw data. The data that is found out or obtained in its original form is called a raw data. Next is array. Arranging the numerical figure of a data in ascending or descending order is called an array. Right? So if any data is given and the arrangement of data in either ascending or descending form is called an array. Next is tabulation of data. Arranging the data in a systematic form in the form of a table is called tabulation of data. Means arrangement of data in the form of a table is called tabulation of data. Observation. Each numerical figure in a data is called an observation. Frequency of an observation. The number of times a particular observation occurs is called its frequency. Okay. Statistics. It is the subject that deals with the collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. So this is a part of mathematics which involves the dealing of numbers, which involves the dealing with the collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. It is called statistics. Next we'll see some examples. Right. The examples of representation of a frequency table or arrangement of data in terms of a table using frequency distribution table and tally marks. As you can see, the first example says these are the data showing the number of children in 20 families of a locality. Okay, arrange the data in ascending order and then prepare a frequency table. The first will arrange the data in the ascending order, starting with smaller one to the larger one. So the data has been arranged in ascending order. Now we will mark each of the data. Since this data contains numerical figures starting with 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So they are all marked in the observation table, that is number of children, and after that we'll check the number of times the particular data or observation occur. So 0 is occurring only one time, so it has been marked on the frequency column. 1 is occurring 4 times, so it has been marked 4. 2 is occurring 7 times, so it has been marked 7. 3 is occurring 6 times, so it has been marked 6, and 4 is occurring 2 times, so it has been marked 2 in the frequency column. Now after writing the frequency, we will mark the tally, we'll write the tally marks. As you know that the tally mark for 1 is a single vertical line, the tally mark for 4 is the 4 vertical lines, the tally mark for 7 will be 5 plus 2, and for 5 is 4 vertical lines slash it makes 5 and 2 vertical lines. Combinedly it will make 7. In the same way for 6 we will draw tally mark for 5 plus 1, for 2, 2. So this is the frequency distribution table for the given data. In this example you have to first arrange the data in ascending order and then you have to write different datas, different values, numerical figures. Okay, and based on the numerical figures we will find out the frequencies, number of times the particular number appears in the given question, and after you draw the frequency, you write the frequency, you can easily mark the tally marks. Okay, now next is about mean of ungrouped data. So mean is just like average. To find average, we actually add the datas and divide it by the number of datas. So mean can be written as a sum of given observation divided by number of given observation. As you can see in this example, find the mean of the numbers. The numbers are given, so to find the mean, first we'll add these numbers and we'll count what are the numbers of these given data. So they are 8. That is, the number of the given numbers are 8. So the sum is divided by 8. This will result in mean value. Okay, so mean is 7.3. In the same way, we can find the mean of a tabulated data. If the data are written in the form of tables, then we can use this formula to find the mean value. Let frequencies of n observation, let the frequency of n observation x1, x2, x3 dot xn be f1, f2, f3 dot fn respectively. Then we can define mean is equal to f1 multiplied by x1, f2 multiplied by x2 dot 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 fn multiplied by xn divided by f1 plus f2 plus dot dot fn. So this can be written as summation fi plus xi divided by summation fi, means sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. As you can see in this example, a table is given. Table shows the weight of 12 workers in a factory. Weight is given and according to the number of the workers are given, means 4 workers are having 60 kg of weight, 3 are having 63 kg of weight, 2 are having 66 kg of weight, 2 are having 69 kg of weight, 1 is having 72 kg of weight. The question asks to find the mean weight. In this condition, the weight will be taken as xi. This number of workers will be taken as fi. So we'll find xi fi. We'll multiply these two. Okay. So the product 60 multiplied by 4 will result 240. The same as 63 multiplied by 3 will result 189. 66 multiplied by 2 will result 132. 69 multiplied by 2 will result 138. 72 multiplied by 1 will result 72. Now we'll find the sum of these values. The sum of fi xi, that is, it will result in 771, and sum of fi will result in 12. So when we divide 771 by 12, this will result in mean weight. Therefore, the mean weight is equal to summation fi xi divided by summation fi is equal to 771 kg divided by 12 is equal to 64.250 kg. Okay. Okay, next topic is to find median of the given data. First we'll talk about median. After arranging the given data in ascending or descending order of the magnitude, the value of the middlemost observation is called the median of the data. It means if you have given observations, so first you have to arrange the data in either ascending or descending order. And after arranging the data in ascending or descending order, the middlemost observation will be the median of the data. Okay. Now first we'll talk about median of ungrouped data. In a sense, the data which are not given in the tabular form. Right. So there are two cases in this situation. First one is if the number of observations are odd. In that case, median will become 1 by 2 into n plus 1th observation. It means if the observations are in odd number, if they are in odd values, then the median will become n plus 1th observation divided by 2. When the value of n is even, in such case, median is equal to 1 by 2 into, inside the curly braces, n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation. We'll see these two cases with an example. Suppose this is first example. In this example, runs scored by 11 members of a cricket team are given. We have to find the median score. First, the data has been arranged in ascending order, as you can see in the solution. Now, since the value of n is 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, means the number of observation is equal to 11, which is odd. So, in the case of odd number of observation, we will use this formula. Median is equal to value of 1 by 2 into n plus 1th observation. So, the median score will be value of 1 by 2 into n is 11 plus 1th observation. Right. N plus 1th observation will become that is 11 plus 1, that is 11 plus 1, that is 12. 12 divided by 2, that is 6th observation. I mean the value of the 6th term. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. This is the value of the 6th term, 34. So this is the median score. Now we'll take another example. This is the weight of the 10 students in kilogram. We have to find the mean weight. In this case also we have to arrange the given data in ascending order. This has been arranged. Now the value of n is equal to 10. So which is even. So for the even condition, we have median is equal to 1 by 2 inside bracket n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation. Therefore median weight is equal to 1 by 2, n is 10, 10 by 2th observation plus 10 by 2 plus 1th observation. 10 by 2 is equal to 5th, or 10 by 2 plus 10 by 2 plus 1 is equal to, that is 5 plus 1, that is 6th observation, 6th term. So 1 by 2, 5th term is 40 and 6th term is 41. We'll add these two and we'll divide by 2. This will result in the median weight. So that is 40.5. So this is how you'll find median of the two different values when the observations are odd and when the observations are even. Okay. Now second scenario is to find the median of discrete series, that is when the data is given in a particular format in the form of table. So in that case, first we'll arrange the terms in ascending or descending order as in the previous case and prepare a commutative frequency table. That will see how commutative frequency table is obtained. Let the total frequency be n. So if n is odd, then the median will become size of n plus 1 divided by 2 item. When n is even, then median will become 1 by 2 multiplied by size of n by 2th item plus size of n by 2 plus 1th item. So we take an example. We'll take this example. In this example, we have to find the median for the following frequency distribution table. So first we'll arrange the terms in ascending or descending order. We have arranged the marks and in ascending order, as you can see in the second table. Now we'll represent this in tabular format in the form of tables, that is rows and columns. So marks obtained is xi, marks of number of students is fi, and commutative frequency is found out in the third column. So as these two data are given, so this has been copied in these two columns, and this one is found out using this number of students and commutative frequency table. So first 3 will be written as it is. For second scenario, we have to add 3 with 5. This will result in 8. In the same way, when 8 is added with 9, this will result in 17. When 17 is added with 4, this will result in 21. When 21 is added with 6, this will result in 27. When 27 is added with 10, this will result in 37. It means n is 37. This is the value of n. Even if you add these values, this will result in 37 also. So the value of n, that is sum of these values, is equal to this value, right? So the total number of term is 37, which is odd. Now here the number of n is 37. Now one thing you must be clear, that this commutative frequency represents the number of students, right? So this table is for this one, number of students. You can call this is an alternative column for this one, number of students, commutative frequency. Total number of terms is equal to 37, which is odd. Now we'll apply the formula for odd. So for odd is the size of n plus 1 divided by 2th term. So median of the marks is equal to marks obtained by 37, that is n plus 1 divided by 2th students. When adding, this will become 38 divided by 2, that will become 19th students. Now we'll check the value of 19th from this column. Since the lower is the nearest lower value to 19 is 17, and the highest nearest value to 19 is 21. So we can't take 17th value. The marks for the 17th students will go for the higher value, that is 22. So we will consider this 20, the marks for the 21st student, right? This will become the marks of the 19th students. So that is 22. This will become marks for the 19th students. So our answer is 22. Okay. So this is the median for this value. Now we'll take another example. Find the median of the following frequency distribution table. Distribution table is given. Whenever distribution table is given, first you have to find a discrete frequency and then you have to find the median. Now we'll arrange this data in ascending order as you can see in the table. Now we will find discrete frequency table. So our variate is x1, frequency is f1. Now the commutative frequency will be, for 3 it will be 3, for second one sum of these two, 3 plus 4 will result in 7, again 7 plus 13 will result in 20, 20 plus 2 will result in 22, 22 plus 8 will result in 30, 30 plus 10 will result in 40. It means the number of the frequency, that is n, is equal to 40. Even if you add all these values, this will result in 40. So since n is even number, we will go for the formula for finding median of the discrete value for the even numbers. So median is equal to 1 by 2 into value of n by second n by 2 term plus value of n by 2 plus 1 term. 1 by 2 value of n by 2, n is 40, 40 by 2 is equal to 20th term plus value of 21st term. Now the value of 28th term will be 7, that is this is 20. The value for the 20th term is 7 and the value for 21st term will be taken as the value for the 22nd term, right? Because 21st का जो next higher limit है, that is 22. So we'll take the value for the 22, which is 10. Now on adding these two, we'll get the value for the median, which is 8.5. So this is how we find the value of the discrete, median of the discrete data, right? Now next topic is mode of ungrouped data. Means we'll talk about mode. Mode is the value of variable which occurs most frequently. Means mode represent the value of a variable whose frequency is higher. We'll start with an example. Given below the number of the pair of shoes of different sizes sold in a day by the owner of a shop. What is the mode shoe size? So first we'll check the frequency, which frequency is maximum. So as you can see, since the sale of the size 8 is maximum, 8 is maximum, that is for size 8 the number of pairs of shoes sold is 7. So this will be the mode for the shoes. So the mode value is 8. Now the marks obtained by 11 students of a class in a test are given below. These are the marks obtained by 11 students in class. We have to find the model marks. So we will check which marks is repeating maximum number of times. From the given data we see that 23 is repeating most number of times, maximum number of times. So our mode marks is 23. Another formula for calculating mode is 3 into median minus 2 into mean. So to find out mode, if we find value of median, if you find value of mean, we can easily find the value of mode using empirical formula. So next question is about finding the value of mode using empirical formula. So whenever the question is given to find the mode value using empirical formula, you will use this formula. Otherwise we can go for the simple one, right? So to find mode value using empirical formula, we need to find median and mean both. Now this is the data of the related with number of students and marks obtained are given. We have to use empirical formula to calculate its mode. So first we'll make a table with commutative frequency. Since we have to find median, so we'll go for the commutative frequency. Now the marks is taken as xi, marks has been written, number of students is taken as fi, it has been written. Commutative frequency can be found out using adding these two values. 3 will be written as 3, 3 plus 5, 8. In the same way 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 5, 17, 17 plus 2, 19. 19 plus 3 is 22, 22 plus 2 24, 24 plus 1 25. Now we have to find fi xi also, because we have to find mean value also. So fi xi product of these two will result this fi xi value. Now we'll add these values also, because we have to find sum of fi xi to find mean value and sum of fi also. Now since we see that this is 25, that is frequency is equal to 25, n is equal to 25, which is odd value. So we'll go for the formula for finding out the median using the odd number of values, that is size of n plus 1 divided by 2 term. Size of n is 25 plus 1 divided by 2, n plus 25 plus 1 is equal to 13, 26 divided by 2 is equal to 13 term. So the marks obtained by 13 students. So we can't see any 13 in this, but 12 is smaller than 13, so we can take 12 value, will go for 17th value, that is 13. So the marks obtained by 17th students is 13. That will be the marks obtained by 13th students. So the median is 13. Now we'll go for the mean value. To find mean, we know that the mean is when the sum of fi xi is divided by sum of fi, this will result in mean. So when these two values are divided, this results in 13.28. Now using the empirical formula for finding the mode, that is mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean, and putting the value of median and mean in this formula, this will result in 12.44. So this is the mode of this table, the given data using empirical formula, right? So this is how we'll be finding mode using empirical formula. You do all the questions from the exercise, and if you find any doubts or problem, you just contact me. Okay, thank you.